Hi, I'm Dan Stone, a product manager on Google Analytics, and today I'm going to talk to you about the differences between custom reporting in Google Analytics and the new analysis tool. So in general, custom reports are great for creating your own visualizations to monitor on an ongoing basis, and you can also share them with other folks. The new analysis tool is more for iterative and user-based analysis that's really hard or not possible to do in Google Analytics today. So when would you use the new analysis tool versus custom reporting in Google Analytics? Let's dive in. So starting off, in the exploration technique, this should look very familiar to many of you who use custom reports. But a couple differences are that you can apply more than 2 dimensions at the same time within the table. So I'm going to double-click or drag source into the rows and apply it as a 3rd dimension. I can also add dimensions in the columns or segments to further break down my data. So I'm going to scroll down and choose device category as a column breakdown. So this is something that you can't do easily in Google Analytics today. Another new feature to make this data more interactive is the ability to right-click on any cell and be able to apply as filter, exclude from selection, create a segment, or view the individual users in the individual user report in Google Analytics. So moving on, the new analysis tool offers 2 new techniques. One is the funnel technique, which gives you up to 10 steps instead of the 5 today in custom funnels to break down your data. A couple other improvements include being able to add multiple segments at the same time. So here I have a 3-step funnel with the returning users segment broken down. And I want to add my new users to this funnel so I can compare the 2 at the same time. I just double-click or drag the new users segment into segment comparisons, and voila, I now have my 2 segments broken down in this 3-step funnel. I can also go further, and I can break this funnel down by any dimension I have. So I'm going to choose device category as a further breakdown. And I double-click or drag it into the breakdown area, and this funnel is now going to show the 3 steps with the 2 segments applied and the device category applied as a broken down, so I can see how individual combinations of those 3 factors play into my abandonment rate. Again, I can right-click with this visualization to interact with the data to create segments or view users. Finally, the 3rd technique, which doesn't exist at all in analytics today, is overlap, where you can see how users from up to 3 segments intersected with each other or not. In this example, I have 3 segments applied: new users, returning users, and users who made a purchase. And I can see in the bottom how many users were in 1, both, or all 3 of those segments, as well as some of the metrics for those intersections. Again, I can apply dimensions as breakdowns to further segment this data. For example, device category, which will now reload, and I can see how different device categories had different rates of purchases or time on site based on whether they were new or returning users. And again, I can interact with this technique to create a segment or view users. So there we have it. There are 3 different ways that the new analysis tool offers you more interactive and user-focused analysis techniques than you have in Google Analytics custom reporting today. Thanks for watching.